Among the skyscrapers in Beijing's central business district in the Guomao area of the city, one in particular catches the eye. In this building that goes well beyond the conventional skyscraper style, two tilting towers are connected by a huge horizontal section in the air, creating an enormous space in the middle. The new work of architecture certainly distinguishes itself from the other high-rise buildings in the area, most of which look much the same. The unique appearance of a CCTV main building raises certain questions, usually three in particular. Firstly, what is that? Secondly, who decided to design a building with such a bizarre pattern? And thirdly, is this structure that seems to tilt in several directions at once really safe? These are questions perhaps best answered by the man who designed the building, a Dutchman by the name of Rem Koolhaas. Koolhaas is a world-famous architect who in the West is known as a pioneering architect who has always challenged European architectural traditions. This is the Seattle Public Library in the US. This is the Casa da Música in Porto, Portugal. This is the campus center of the Illinois Institute of Technology in Chicago. This is the Provisional Gallery in London's Hyde Park. All these works of architecture were designed by Rem Koolhaas and his Office for Metropolitan Architecture.
古哈斯这个设计师啊，他是一个好像到哪儿都是创造这种奇特形象就是到哪儿都是搞一个异类他搞一个这种有冲击力的建筑他是把其他的建筑当成背景，他突出来。
他就是一个反叛的人，他就是一个要不停提出批评的这么一个人，他的说话方式就是一个刺激的方式。
Rotterdam, Holland. Rem Koolhaas's Office for Metropolitan Architecture is located on the top floor of an ordinary 7-story building. In the spring of 2002, Koolhaas received a special letter. It was an invitation to participate in the design bidding process for the main building of the new CCTV site. As CCTV is China's national television network, the project immediately drew the interest of the Dutch architect.
Beijing is a historical city, and so what I was looking at in this book is simply the contemporary production of city in China.
To follow up on its rapid business development, CCTV, China's largest television network and the one with the widest coverage and greatest authority, will construct a new headquarters building in Beijing's most prosperous business district, and it would be the most important landmark in the area. In the 1980s, CCTV's current headquarters in Fuxinglu was listed among the top 10 works of architecture in Beijing. The 80,000 square meter building consists of a 136-meter main building, a program production building that is round in shape, and various affiliated facilities. From this one building, TV programmers provide services to the largest number of viewers reached by a single network in the entire world. However, in the new century, the existing space would be unable to match the demands presented by the ever-increasing number of programs being produced, and so it was recognized that moving to a new and much bigger site was a must for China's national broadcaster. In the prosperous new central business district of Beijing, what type of architectural design could represent the image and value of the national television network? After careful consideration, CCTV decided to issue a bid invitation worldwide.
一直想找一个特别好的方案，那么当时总的感觉就还是应该就是说扩大这个招标的范围。在这样的情形下呢，就想到呢用一个国际竞赛邀请招标的形式呢，会比较适合这个项目。
On April the 8th, 2002, CCTV launched its international bidding invitation for the design of the new site, and with that, the curtain was raised on a competition between a large number of first-class domestic and international architectural companies and architects.
考虑到每家单位的它的这个以往的设计经验、工程背景、它的设计风格、地域特征，综合考虑了，最后呢就选定了10家。
Koolhaas, never one to disappoint, once again caught everyone's attention with a somewhat bizarre design style. But nobody could say whether his design would win the bid or not. Almost all the contestants had a number of famous works to their name. On July the 15th, 2002, the design competition for the CCTV news sites project entered the selection phase. Each contestant handed in their works in accordance with the requirements laid down in the bidding documents. When they saw the design miniatures, almost every member of the review committee became excited.
好几个评委一进我们就模型搭好之后的现场，他们当时说：“哎，这个竞赛有点意思。”
就思考就是这么巨大的一个建筑的思考的方式和我们说这种或者常规的一种思考方式是不一样的一种思考方式。
Although most of the entries had features that distinguished them from the others in one way or another, the one from Made by pioneering architects Rem Koolhaas and his partner Ol Sheeran felt like a breath of fresh air.
毫无疑问，在那10个方案里，那个库哈斯的方案是最独特的一个。你从模型角度去看，就是非常独特。
The design was an odd one, consisting of 2 inward tilting towers, an irregular cantilever in the air, and a huge empty space in the middle, through which one would be able to see the buildings and sky behind it. Of all the entries, Ol Sheeran's design was the most eye-catching, but it also received the most criticism.
就更加的夸张，更加的前卫，更加的这个注重形象的冲击力，
先锋的，甚至是先进的。但是呢，它最大的问题是它有一定风险性，
在技术上和这个使用上面，怎么抗震了这些问题，它能不能经受住考验？这些问题我们倒是比较关心。
When faced with all manner of queries, Koolhaas showed complete confidence in the design. He said the design was not a piece of nonsense that had come about as a result of unrealistic daydreaming. He and his company had chosen to come to China and design a building for CCTV only after careful consideration.
We assure them that our intentions were good, that it was not simply kind of foreigners who came into a country, kind of ignore what the values of that country are, ignore the kind of opposition, ignore the intelligent architects who don't like what we're doing. I think that we were able to show that we were serious and that we were listening and that we appreciated a kind of dialogue.
At the beginning of the year, when he received the bidding invitation from CCTV, Koolhaas felt deeply attracted to the project. He and his business partner Ol Sheeran soon realized that this was the best opportunity to learn about and enter China.
The first moment I knew about it, I knew it was going to be for us. Yeah? So I had personally kind of very strong instinct that that was going to happen.
China, at this point, emerging as a strong economic power, but also with the award of the Olympic Games in 2001, a place that was really sparking with enthusiasm, and that we felt that this was a context that maybe was much more futile to a positive sense in which architecture could contribute something to a development and to a process of change.